Imagine waking up to the news that a massive one-time Centrelink bonus is about to hit millions of Australian bank accounts next week, thousands of dollars in extra support to help ease the crushing cost of living. Social media is exploding with screenshots, videos, and whispers of neon extra payments and near cash boosts. And everyone's asking the same question: is this real or just another viral hoax? The truth might surprise you, because while the headlines sound incredible, what's actually happening behind the scenes at Services Australia is a story every pensioner, job seeker, and carer needs to hear before the next payment cycle begins. Let's start with what people are seeing online. Over the past few days, posts and videos have been circulating with titles like Centrelink Bonus 2025 Confirmed or Government to Pay $1,500. One-off payment. Starting next week, some even include photos of bank statements or screenshots that look like official documents. On the surface, it sounds like great news. Who wouldn't want to hear that they're getting a surprise deposit to help with rising living costs? But as always, we need to take a step back and verify whether any of this has actually been confirmed by official sources, like Services Australia or the Australian Government's Department of Social Services. When we check those sources, and this is very important, there is currently no official announcement confirming a universal one-time bonus payment for all Centrelink recipients beginning next week. That means no press release, no statement on the Services Australia website, and no official parliamentary announcement. Now, that doesn't mean that no one is receiving any additional payments at all. There are legitimate and ongoing cost of living adjustments that occur regularly throughout the year. These are part of the indexation process that ensures payments like the age pension, JobSeeker, disability support pension, parenting payment, and carer payment increase in line with inflation and changes to the cost of essential goods and services. These increases are automatic and happen twice a year, typically in March and September. For example, the most recent confirmed increase took effect from the 20th of September 2025, where the maximum age pension rose by about $29.70 per fortnight for singles and around $44.80 per fortnight for couples combined. These changes are genuine and confirmed by Services Australia. But that's a far cry from a sudden one-time bonus or cash boost starting next week that applies to everyone. So, where does this viral bonus payment story come from? In most cases, it's a combination of misunderstanding, misinformation, and in some instances, outright clickbait. Some of these claims appear to have started on social media accounts that specialize in reposting financial news without verifying it. Others come from creators who may have misunderstood regular indexation adjustments or separate, smaller one-off payments that apply only to specific groups, such as disaster recovery payments, energy bill support programs, or cost of living supplements that are targeted rather than universal. The problem with the way these stories spread is that they often blur the line between official announcements and speculation, leaving pensioners, carers, and job seekers unsure about what's actually happening. As of now, what's actually happening is routine. Regular Centrelink payments are being processed as scheduled, and indexation-based increases have already been applied where relevant. If you are on a Centrelink payment, your income support will continue as usual, and you can check your exact payment rate by logging into your MyGov account linked to Centrelink. Once logged in, you can view your most recent payment summaries, see your next payment date, and check if there have been any adjustments. If there really were a one-time bonus rolling out next week, you'd see a clear notification there or an official message in your MyGov inbox explaining when and why it's being paid. So far, no such message has appeared for general recipients. Now, let's be clear. There have been times in the past when the government has offered one-off or supplementary payments, often called bonus payments, but these are always tied to specific events or eligibility criteria. For example, during periods of high inflation or in response to natural disasters, the government has occasionally approved cost of living support payments or disaster recovery payments to eligible groups. Similarly, there are energy supplement payments and low-income tax offset benefits that sometimes get referred to as bonuses by media outlets. However, these are not new or universal programs rolling out next week. In short, while there's always the potential for new policy announcements, there is nothing currently confirmed to match the viral Centrelink one-time bonus 2025 headline. It's important to mention another reason for confusion: the timing of payments. Because Centrelink pays most benefits on a fortnightly basis, the way the calendar falls can mean that some people receive 2 payments within 1 month instead of 1. When this happens, social media lights up with claims of double payments or bonuses. But what's really happening is just a scheduling overlap. It's completely normal and happens several times throughout the year. If you notice 2 deposits within a short time frame, check your payment history. You'll likely see that it's just your regular fortnightly schedule lining up closely with the end and start of consecutive months. Another major concern we need to talk about is scams. Unfortunately, whenever there's talk of new payments, bonuses, or government benefits, scammers jump in almost immediately. They create fake emails, texts, and even social media accounts, pretending to be Centrelink or Services Australia, promising bonus payments or early access to new government funds. These messages often include a link that looks legitimate, but leads to a fake website designed to steal your login credentials or personal information. Please remember this. Centrelink will never ask you to click a random link, provide your banking details via email, or pay a fee to release a bonus payment. If you ever receive such a message, do not click it, and instead report it through the official ScamWatch website or directly to Services Australia. So what should you do right now if you've seen these headlines or videos claiming a one-time bonus is starting next week? The best thing to do is verify everything through official channels. Go directly to the Services Australia website or check your MyGov account. These are the only trusted sources for payment information. Avoid relying on screenshots, viral TikToks, or Facebook posts unless they link directly to a .gov.au domain. If a legitimate bonus payment were to be announced, it would be covered on major news outlets and confirmed in a government press release, not just circulated as rumors online. Now let's take a moment to talk about what could be in the pipeline. While there's no universal bonus confirmed right now, the government is always assessing cost of living pressures and adjusting policies accordingly. With inflation, housing costs, and energy bills still high, it's possible that in upcoming federal budgets or mid-year updates, there could be targeted payments or rebates for low-income Australians, pensioners, and welfare recipients. But again, those would be subject to official announcement, and until that happens, no one should assume a date, amount, or eligibility. As a content creator focused on providing clear, factual updates, my advice is simple. Stay hopeful, but stay realistic. The last thing I want is for people, especially seniors or low-income families, to be misled into expecting money that hasn't been confirmed. The internet can be an amazing tool for staying informed, but it's also filled with speculation and sensationalism. Always verify before you believe, and never give your personal details to anyone claiming to offer you an early payment or exclusive bonus access. If you are receiving any Centrelink payment, whether it's the age pension, JobSeeker, youth allowance, parenting payment, or carer payment, your best approach is to keep your information updated and regularly review your payment details in your MyGov account. You'll also want to keep an eye on official government media releases, which are always posted on servicesaustralia.gov.au. Those updates will tell you about any changes to rates, supplements, or one-time payments well before they appear in your bank account. Let me give you an example that might help explain how easy it is for misinformation to spread. Imagine a pensioner named Helen who receives her regular payment of around $1,178 per fortnight. Because of how the calendar aligns, she gets 2 payments within 1 month, one on the 2nd and one on the 30th. When she checks her bank account, it looks like she's received double, and she tells a friend who posts about it online. That post goes viral and suddenly everyone's talking about a bonus that doesn't actually exist. Meanwhile, another creator sees that viral post and makes a video saying, "It's happening next week," even though it was just a normal schedule. That's exactly how these stories grow, and it's why we need to rely on verified data instead of chain posts. At the same time, it's important to acknowledge that for many Australians, even a small increase in payments can make a big difference. The cost of groceries, fuel, rent, and electricity has risen sharply, and pensioners, job seekers, and carers are among the hardest hit. The government's indexation process is designed to prevent people from falling further behind as prices go up, and while those increases may seem small, they add up over time. That's why it's good news that rates are going up. It means the system is working to keep payments in step with inflation, even if it's not the massive bonus social media is talking about. So, to summarize the situation as clearly as possible, there is no confirmed one-time Centrelink bonus starting next week for all recipients. The payments people are seeing are either standard indexation adjustments or regular payment schedules. If the government does announce a genuine bonus in the future, you'll see it confirmed on the official Services Australia website, not just on social media. Until then, don't share or rely on unverified posts, and make sure you stay informed through the right channels. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button so it reaches more people who might be confused by all the online noise. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I post regular updates on Centrelink payments, government support, and cost of living changes across Australia. Let me know in the comments. Have you seen any of these viral posts or messages claiming a one-time bonus is coming? Did someone you know get one? Let's keep the conversation factual and supportive so everyone in the community stays informed and protected. And remember, the goal here isn't just to debunk false claims. It's to make sure you know exactly what's real when it comes to your money and your benefits. I'll keep watching for any official announcements, and as soon as there's confirmed news about new support payments, I'll break it down right here on this channel. Thanks for tuning in, take care of yourself, and as always, stay alert, stay smart, and stay informed.